So I can honestly say that this is the first story, the first tell that I've actually been nervous about. I know, right? It's called The Story of a Girl because I couldn't think of anything else to give it. And it takes place my freshman year of college. It was the spring, and a friend and I decided we were going to go to this somewhat fancy party because most college parties are, you put on a pair of jeans, you wear a tank top, you slap on your gym shoes, and you go. But I like to dress up, so I said, we have to go to this thing. It's going to be amazing. You have to come with me. So she agreed, and we went, and it was fun. Kind of boring. I don't know why, but it was. But we decided, because it was kind of boring, that we were going to go to the after party. And so we did. And I thought, this is going to be amazing, thinking, of course, of all of the, touchstone picture college movies. The after party is always fantastic, and it was not. It was a bunch of people kind of sitting around on couches, and there were, the TV was on, and so people were watching TV, and there was a lot of wall sitting. And, as we're there, we're trying to find the positives in the situation, and we did. There were some people there, and we kind of chit-chatted and talked, and that was my first experience with, grown-up party behavior, where you stand and you chat. You get to know each other. And in my getting to know you evening at this after party, I met a gentleman, and we are sitting there, and we're kind of chit-chatting, and we're talking, and he says something to the effect of, man, it's getting kind of late, and I'm a little tired. I really wish that there was, more room here, because they were just visiting friends. I'm seeing your face. They were visiting friends. It was at an apartment. He was just there for the big ball party, fancy party, and hence the after party, since it was at this place where he was going to be sleeping on the couch. But people were sitting on the couch and watching TV, so he couldn't go to sleep. And I was at the point where I was like, well, hey, I'm kind of tired too, and I want to go back to my room. So if you have a car, because it's cold outside and I don't want to walk, you could totally give me a ride, and then you can sleep on my couch, and then we can both go to sleep. Perfect plan. And he said, yeah, sure. Where's your friend? I know you had a friend. And I'm like, oh, she's over there talking to your friend. And he said, sweet. He needs to go to sleep too. We've got to drive really early in the morning. And I said, well, kismet, let's go. And so I go get my friend. He goes to get his friend. And we all decide, this is perfect. You guys have to leave early in the morning. You girls are really tired. We should all go, and we should go to sleep. And I said, well, yeah. And so we pile into their car, and we drive back to campus. And, we get to our hall, and it's an all-women's hall, so we have to sign these guys in at the front desk. And they're like, oh, hey, girls, welcome back. I'm like, oh, hi, we went to this party. We were having a great time. Like, yeah, you look really nice. Thanks. And so we sign them in, and we go back to our respective rooms, and, oh, good night. Yes, to you as well. And so I don't know what they ended up doing over in the neighbor's room, because that's where she lived. She was my neighbor. But in my room, I said, okay, hi, so we're here, and my roommate hasn't been in my room since spring break. It is April, because she decided she didn't want to come back to school. So there's an empty bed. You are by all means welcome to that empty bed, sir, and I will sleep in my bed, and then we will both have sleep, and this will be amazing. And I thought this was the perfect plan, clearly. He had other plans. He decided, well, why don't we scooch the beds together? And I said, well, sure, I guess. We don't really need to. But if it makes you feel comfortable, I guess we can. But, I like my space, and I don't want to sleep in the crack. So you're going to be on your side on your bed, and I'm going to be on my bed, and they can be together, but we're not really going to be together. And he said, no, that's cool. That's fine. That's cool. I was like, okay, great. So we get in our beds, which are now next to each other. And as I'm getting all curled up and cuddled in my blankets, I'm about to fall asleep, he says, hey, you want to cuddle? Okay, sure. No, thank you. I invited you so you could go to sleep. But you want to cuddle? Like, yeah, I want to cuddle. Like, well, okay, sure, I guess we can cuddle. fine. That would be fine. And so we cuddle. And then he says, hey, you want to make out a little bit? And I said, no, I really not okay with that. We can cuddle. That would be fine. We've already moved the beds, so we can cuddle, and that would be okay. I really don't want to kiss you, though. I brought you here so you could sleep. And he says, okay, that's fine. You sure you don't want to make out? And, I'm thinking, well, fuck. I mean, if this will get you to go to sleep, okay. Okay, all right, sure, we'll make out. And so we made out for a little bit. And then he asked, so, hey, you want to, take off some of those clothes? No. And it continued in this way, and every time that he would ask for something more, I'd think, well, no, that's not why I brought you here. I brought you here to sleep. And it never really dawned on me until we were both naked in these beds, pushed together, that he wanted sex. And so when it finally dawned on me, oh my God, he wants, he actually wants to have sex with me. That's when I really said, no, I really don't want to do this. And somehow he continued to convince me that this was an okay thing. And in the morning, when he had finally gone to sleep and I had gone to the bathroom to take probably the hottest shower of my life, I started blaming myself for what had happened in my room when I thought we had just gone there to sleep. He came and he knocked on the door and asked if he could have my number so that we could keep in touch. And I said, no, thank you. I'll be fine. I know you need to get on the road. You've got to go. And so he left with his friend from next door. And in hindsight, I blamed myself for probably, I don't even know how long. I like to say that it was for a month, but it has been much longer than that because it still is hard to think that what he did is only his fault. Because even though I said no, I didn't follow through. And so every time it comes up, I have to remind myself that it was his choice to disregard what I wanted at that time. So I would like to say to anyone in that situation, no is an answer, and that you should not ever feel the need to convince someone that no is not enough. Because it's hard when you're the no to feel that you did enough, when really that's all it was supposed to be. And that's it.